Hi everyone, I'm Agil, and this is my first episode of Talk and Talk with Agil. Um, and this is a kind of not I wouldn't say vlog or show. I don't want it to be too much associated with the American stuff, but it is similar, I guess. It's more like gonna be art talks about life and artists, and I will give my opinion to you, whoever you are there, and and also I will invite the guest artists to talk about their practices and um, to discuss their books, exhibitions, and also like little bit touch the subjects that I will discuss before, like here now. Um, so basically, uh, this morning I was talking to my classmates um, who were kind of like saying that they do hate capitalism and that's bullshit. It's um, everyone just becomes part of it, you want it or not. I don't know where the exact subject came from, um, but that's where we got like when we were uh, talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the most expensive work by Leonardo da Vinci, which sold recently, I think for half billion, um, almost half billion. Yeah, I'm not really good with these numbers. So basically, yeah, he was saying that like he hates capitalism, but he's one of those people that's I think like again like we are coming back to the subject. Everyone just becomes part of it, you want it or not, because he hates it, but he buys literally every single thing or 90% of the things that he sees the adverts like on Facebook from Lead Bible or BuzzFeed. Like he recently bought a thing which is like a hook for the bathroom. It's like you can put your glass there, like the glass of wine or with some other drinks, and it's like I don't know, it's kind of like this thing, like holding the glass, and I found it actually really disturbing. I think like it might be a cool thing. It might look cool, like if you're going to take a selfie while you are having shower. I don't know exactly how long you're having a shower, like that you need to drink in between washing your head and your body. Like maybe you need like take a break so you drink that time. But I find it disturbing because like how much you drink that you need to drink in the bathroom as well during having shower. I mean, this is a little bit too much, isn't it? Like it's time to go AA. Um, yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, basically, we were talking about this thing. Sorry, I'm a little bit. It's my first time, so I'm gonna a little bit um go out of the schedule, I guess. I wrote down few words, subjects that I need to touch, but I'm going to mostly talk about two subjects, and I just saw that picture, back to that Leonardo da Vinci painting, which sold last weekend, and in Christie's auction, and that painting was posted before the selling by Met Museum's director, I think, who said like, does it worth that much money to buy it? And he said like the question mark and the price of the work. Um, I think like that's like the really like arty shade in YouTube age. It's like ooh, new level, you know. Yeah, and then but the main subject I really want to talk about is the I saw recently interview of on Facebook there was like a short video, and my phone was on silent, so I couldn't really listen to hear what they are talking about. But there was the captions that says David LaChapelle, I think. Um, he said like sexual identity is an obsession now, and everybody just keeps talking about it, or uh, saying that they are that, they are this, and I found this quite like really ridiculous that he's talking about this, because in such a bad way, like there's nothing bad talking about your sexual identity, because I think especially the artists from New York who based in New York, who makes the works um, about 80s and glamour and all these beautiful things come together. It doesn't matter, like there's a beautiful people in very specific shapes, um, and boom, I forgot again what I was talking about. Yes. And he said like we should talk about important stuff. It's not important, and people just are saying these things in social media and talking about it as it's something important, but it's not. Again, like I think it is the important thing. We need to talk about it. We need to accept it as something normal, um, and if anyone out there like I'm sure like there's lots of people have a lot of struggles that coming out, or because they don't know what they are feeling about it, about their sexual identity. That's why, because that's like a so complex subject in some cases, that sometimes I think the people of LGBT community even don't really know what are the terms there, because I recently experienced something very strange. I'm not looking anywhere, by the way. It's just like I'm in my room, so there's no one, and there's one light. It's kind of like my light, because I spent so much time with this. It just became like um, part of my life. Not only my works, but like really, I spend really so much time with this medium light. Everybody likes the large light, which is bigger and it's kind of giving too much light on you that you just look so white. But right now, my hand looks so white. But this is my original. Um, and yeah, I don't know. People say bigger, better, but medium is better. It's just easier and more comfortable, I guess. I don't really like these large things. It's just too much. I like large bags. Um, it's just like you can fit anything there. But I don't like large lights. I don't know, it's just confusing for me. Not a really cool thing. Um, yeah, I was talking about the something I experienced recently, because I basically we were sitting with friends, and there's a, I don't know where this subject came from, but one of the girls said like she's pansexual, and another one was like, oh, me too, but I say everyone I'm bi, because people don't know what's bisexual, pansexual is, and I found it like quite interesting that she doesn't, she struggles to explain, to tell who she is, because of the people don't know what is it, and it became like not a funny thing. It's just like people again, like it's um there's not enough information out there, and it's strange. Like we need to talk about it to make it normal, to acknowledge that this exists, and uh this is something important that we need to uh bring it to normal level. I think it's really good, and it's not obsession, it's just a new age when we need to talk about stuff because there's so much shit happening. We don't need to talk about, like, I guess obsession is talking about why Melania Trump looks so sad in trips with him, why she's so like in angry face or wearing sunglasses. Uh, I think that's not a very important subject because I feel like it's kind of like a distraction thing or one of his ways of manipulating people. Um, I don't want to go too political in a first episode. So yeah, it's really like not cool from someone so much in our pop culture talking about this in such a bad way. I think for selling two new books, he could find a better way to come back to hot topics. um, yeah, he has two new books, and that's why he was giving this interview to Channel 4, and he says these all things there. You can I'm sure you can find it on Google. Just search in Google. It's not that I said like Google has everything in it. Yeah, that's it really. It's just I found it a little disturbing subject that he was talking about it because he was like in 80s he was comparing these times to Studio 54 and he was like there was no one gay or straight and everybody was just creative people that was only labeled. But again, like talking about sexual identity and exploring yourself is not an obsession, is not a labeling yourself. It's just again, you are exploring who you are and what you want, and it's okay, it's fine. You don't born gay or straight. You can born bi. You can born in there's a different again like it's the identity issues and it's important that we need to um, bring it to the subject, bring the subject to the public as a something okay, you know, it's fine. Yeah. Um, I don't think I have anything else because I need to call yeah, I need to call my guest artist who is happened to be first one not happen to be that I really like her works. It like her work really looks amazing. It's she's Miriam Poletti. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name right because I said her name today like 3 times and every time I'm saying Poletti. I hope it's right. Otherwise I'm promoting her in wrong way. um Yeah, I really love her works. She's amazing, I think, and I'm very much happy that she's my gonna be first guest in first episode, only guest in first episode. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
Hi, yeah.
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm really sorry for calling so late. I just went to shop to buy lemon for my tea, and and there was my neighbor was looking for his cat. So I kind of tried to help him, but like, and he called the cat Nigel. So it was quite interesting day. Anyways, hi you. What you up to? What you been doing today?
Um, no, I just work it and yeah.
You live in London, right?
Hmm?
You live in London.
Yeah, at the moment I live in London, yeah.
Do you study, work? What do you do?
No, I'm here just working.
And being artist.
Huh?
And being artist.
Yeah, well, I'm looking around and see how things are. I just wanted to see another city and a different environment, like
Oh,
with
you lived
no
in Italy
stories.
before? Sorry.
What? Sorry.
Where did you live before? You lived in Italy.
Yeah, I'm from Italy. Yeah, from the north of Italy.
Okay.
At the Milan.
Okay, that's
Uh,
nice. How different is that from Milan living in London?
oh, it's quite different. Well, Milan is a really, really small city compared to London,
Okay.
and I really love it. But it has this, dimension of a small town in some
Okay.
ways.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the art world, you have basically an idea of
Yeah.
who people are and etc. Here it's everything too big and too busy. Like it's
Is
like
that better somehow? Like it's like for me, it was when I came to UK. It was quite hard because again, like the same reasons. Like it was so small and different, and you could just meet everyone in one exhibition, and it will be done. You know, in some case, like it will be boring because
yeah,
you already knew people, but in even like in Nottingham, I live, but it's not huge, but it's bigger art scenes than in Azerbaijan, in Baku. So every time, like when I go like to different exhibitions, in every week I meet like at least one or two new people, which is good. It's kind of fun, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Tell me about your practice because I love your works. They just look amazing. It's really wonderful. So I want to know more. Like when you started making work, did that change in UK or it's continuing the same way?
Well, I don't know if it changes, but I think my work is constantly changing. I mean, my practice has to do with uh, I don't know, a sense of subjectivity as something that is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
So everything I, I touch or every people I met has an influence on me.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's basically how my work is going.
Um.
And it's strongly influenced also by feminist theories.
Okay.
So it's based on it's extremely personal, but in a way that the personal is political.
Yeah.
So well, I use my body as the instrument to experience everything of the world, like people, objects, or experiences or something.
How do you work with that? Like, how do you make the work? Is that somehow coming like um, documentation of the performance and then it turns into video art, or how do you work?
Well, I work with a lot of different media, from digital animation, video. Also, I did some traditional printmaking, some sculptures, installation. I don't know, it depends, but I like to mix different things. Maybe this has something to do with this sense of fragmentation and multiplicity, I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, I like to experiment also materials. I like being digital but physical at the same time. So
And how does your work exist? Like, is that mostly for you in online space, or it's more important for you if it has a physicality in a displaying in an installation?
well, I work a lot in digital spaces actually, but I like also to do like proper physical exhibition. It depends on what I'm going to do, but I think my work has to do with communicating with people, and that's the most important thing. So basically, if I do something online, it's communicating with a wide range of people. But if I do something in an exhibition, I'm going to do something that is physical, and I'm not going to put something digital usually
Okay.
because I have to. have this sense maybe of also of touch. I like people to touch my artwork, so I'm
Okay.
developing this thing right now. So it depends on what I'm going to do, but I like the actual contact with people.
What's the recent exhibitions you had? Recent shows, exhibitions, online, real life, any kind of exhibition.
Right now I have some exhibitions online. The last one is for the Wrong Biennale.
Oh, yeah.
The Pavilion. And it's called Techno Space, something like that. But yeah, I'm just doing digital things at the moment. I have some exhibitions next year, like physical exhibitions that I'm working on right now. And I have my first solo show next year in Germany.
Okay.
So I'm currently working on that. And yeah.
I was just wondering, like, what do you prefer personally for your practice? How is that, like, is that more important for you when it exhibited in like a physical gallery space, or you think like your work, because of it, it becomes such a digital work when you kind of dissolved work? Is that like more important for you when it's exhibited in online space to the online audience through social media, or it's more like a journal that everybody, the whole audience, can access and see and understand? Where do you think your practice fits in that two locations? Because I still think it's not the same thing. It's really very different. Like, especially like being an artist and making work based on like social experiences. It's still very different. It's not very blurry yet.
Yeah, of course, it's really different. I mean, the digital space or something immaterial in some way, so you have to deal with that, and it's something that there's people involved in, but you can't actually have a contact, or sometimes you don't have any like comments or something, and so it's not something that I prefer one or another, but it's just I see it very different, the two things. So I don't know if I
can I ask what did you make for Dong Biennale?
What? Sorry?
What did you make for Dong Biennale?
It's a digital animation. It's a GIF series of animations, and it's it's my body in contact with objects, and the objects are animated, so they changes and goes through my body. So the borders of my body just expanded and.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, something like that.
That's cool. I sent you a link about David LaChapelle. I'm a little bit going now out of context. What do you think about that? Because he said like the sexual identity is kind of new obsession. It's kind of new trend that people just keep talking about it. And I'm not quoting him exactly, but he said similar things, and I'm just explaining different words. I kind of like. Okay, you say your point of view, and then I will continue. What do you think about that?
In some ways, maybe it's true that we should stop labeling people, but I mean, that's not the point. I think it's an important political recognition now to be queer or gay or whatever. I mean, it's important to have a proper representation. It's something that really matters. So I don't think it's self-absorbing, as it says. Maybe use it this word.
Okay.
And anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong in being self-absorbing. But yeah, I think we all need space for ourselves to actually be ourselves. So
yeah.
It's not a matter of labels. It's a matter of who you
Of
are
course,
and
like it's a part of your identity, and it's okay to talk about it. And I just don't think like it's something new, because psychologists were writing about this for decades. It's just recently became something that we can, something highlighted, and everybody freely can talk about this, and it's good. Why not? I mean,
yeah,
what we should talk about. Like, we shouldn't talk about Trump and iPhones, and like, that is the obsession. iPhone is the obsession. Buying new one every year, that is the obsession. It's kind of like you see something new there and you're like, I just want it. I hate capitalism, but I want new iPhone. Like, that
yeah,
is the obsession. But talking about your identity and kind of exploring it, it's fine. Why not? He was just being like so angry about it, just really like annoyed me. Like, why are you saying that, man? Come on, be normal. um, okay, my next question should be about your projects in future. What you doing? Where you heading to? Um, like,
well,
is that any change in your practice are going to come, or you have new exhibitions?
yeah, well, besides the exhibitions that I'm working on the one in Germany I told you, and I will have another one next year in Italy, which will be a group show,
Okay.
and I'm co-curating it.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh, that's the only two things I'm working on at the moment because I really have no plans for the future. I'm going to leave London in a month, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going to stay the next year or
That's
something.
cool. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
need to be open to every kind of possibility.
Yeah.
So everything that will happen, it's fine, and also it will be perfect for my practice because I can take something from every experience. So that's my only plan.
So you mentioned that you are also co-creating that show in Italy.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like, what do you think, like, how important is that, being an artist and creator at the same time?
But it's very difficult actually. It's the first time that I'm creating something, and there's all this, practical stuff that you need to sort out. Also, money and all this stuff like
Yeah.
that, and take all the artists together and keep all the working. And yeah, it's very tough. But well, we are a group of friends, so that's something that works well together. So we are doing it in a group. I'm not the only one that is creating it. So we are just defining the project, and I think it will be cool. We are a group of crazy people, and it will be also really fun.
I'm sure it will be.
And I think it would be good, but yeah, it's really different to be, in the backstage and creating everything, and not just do a work and put the work there and say, oh, okay, that's fine.
No, I guess yeah, it's kind of like seeing everything, like kind of going behind scenes and actually seeing like what it meant to be, like how you can create all these things, how you actually work so hard to coordinate the show. I I done it twice, I think, and I find it like really hard, to be honest, especially the part like bringing everyone together. Is like, there was like we had like a space for only one night, and it wasn't like something really big. It was just like lots of people, and bringing them all at the same time to the same place. I don't know, like it. I don't really want to do something that big anymore. It's just yeah. Time management is not the best skills for artists, I guess. But yeah, I'm really happy that you were my first guest. Because like again, I loved your work so much, and I thought there should be someone amazing, and that's gonna be Miriam Poletti. I'm pronouncing your name right. Is that Poletti?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was I'm only concerned about. Like it's gonna be wrong. Like, but cool. Thank you so much. Um,
Thank you.
I will post it tomorrow. But I hope I will trim little bit, and everything gonna be fine.
Okay, it was a pleasure to talk with you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.